Hey folks, Craig Danger, vinyl record player. Ah! Thanks for joining me today. Like, subscribe. About to get a little weird, a little bit meta, perhaps. Going to give you 6 ways to be the ultimate vinyl community citizen. So, buckle up. Hey, and we're back. Yeah, you know what? This is just hey, these are all the opinions. Craig Danger, the vinyl record player. But you know what? I thought there's I've been on Instagram, and there's a few folks who are just, who are just doing Instagram stuff, but they're doing music stuff. They're not just doing your VC classics like your Pink Floyd and your Beatles, and they're bringing people into other worlds. I'm talking about hip hop. I'm talking about soul on the Instagram. And you know what? I'm like, these people need to come onto the YouTube. You know what? I just thought I'd make this for them, but also for basically everyone in the vinyl community. I mean, why not? Doesn't hurt. These are obviously my opinion only. Shouldn't be considered 100% fact. But I mean, if I write, I write. It just is what it is. So go with it as you must. This is going to be 6 ways to be an outstanding vinyl community citizen. Let's just start off right off the top with the number 1 on this one. Number 1 on this one is very simple. Just talk about the music you love, okay? Don't forget, always don't forget, you're talking to a telephone, friends, usually. I mean, I make this thing with a telephone. The cameras on telephones these days are absurd. So if you're making a video on the telephone, remember, you're talking to a phone, you're talking to a screen. You're not talking to 80 million people who may see your video. So don't get nervous, okay? Don't get nervous, but again, talk about the stuff you love. The passion will come through. People will start watching you because they see the passion. You make it entertaining even better, is what I've been told. So do that. But you know what? Just try to be yourself. Putting on a show, pretending you're someone else, it tends to be weak sauce. People can see through that sort of business straight away. So yeah, try to avoid that. So yeah, first one, talk about the music you love. Don't talk about other people's music. Don't try to be cool and be like, well, I kind of like this. Talk about what you love. Someone will find you. Simple as that. Number 2, you want to be a great vinyl community citizen? Talk about other channels, okay? If you're a person who came to the vinyl community and decided to join the vinyl community because you've been watching channels, talk about these people. There's a lot of people who will come on and be like, well, I'm just me. I just came out of nowhere. I never saw anyone before doing vinyl community stuff. It's just me. It's just me being legendarily creative. Come on. Come on. I talk about channels, other channels all the time. Why? Because I want people to see these people. Because I watch these people. I love all the people in the vinyl community. Not all of them, but a lot of them. And I will watch, the ones I watch, I'm talking about all the time on this channel. It's just, I don't want to be all good karma and hippie style. But don't pretend like somehow you're going to lose viewers if you recommend another channel. That's just really amateur, really novice. You're better than this. So yeah, bring up channels that you watch. Who inspired you to get onto the vinyl community? Reveal that, and you know what? People will come. Here's the thing. When I first started, I used to reveal those channels all the time. What bothered me about the vinyl community is nobody ever talked about any other channels. I'm like, what? Why wouldn't you? Again, don't be greedy. Don't pretend that your watchers only watch you. Entertain them, and if you entertain them by telling them, what other channels are really dope and they should be checking them out, you think they won't come back? They'll remember you, and as long as your programming is of quality, doesn't matter. You're not competing here. We're a community, friends. We're a vinyl community. Number 3, hey, comment on the channels you love. One of the beauty things about being in the vinyl community is very simple. It's the communication. It's the talking with other nerds, talking with other music nerds and record freaks who are like, oh, this, that, and the other thing. I saw this band. But love that. That's the best part. So, and you know what? Just by introducing yourself, to some of the channels that you love, which hopefully you do, they'll love you back. Someone will mention you, someone won't mention you. It doesn't matter. Again, don't expect anything, okay? Expect that you're trying to develop friendships with some great old people. And not even that, just sharing your opinion with people is fun, and people love it. Whenever I get a cool comment, I get a lot of cool comments from a lot of really great people. I love it. It's fantastic. So, and what's more, some people will go in the comments and they'll be like, oh, this is an interesting comment by this gentleman and or lady. Maybe I should check out their channel. Boom. These things all work together, you understand. But again, it has to come with kindness. You start doing a bunch of negative comments and it's like, okay, no one's going to like you. People are going to be like, oh, that guy's a bit of a dick. We don't like this guy or this lady. So again, come with friendliness, come with positivity, and yeah, you're going to win. Comment and subscribe to other channels that you like. That'd be number 3. Well, I already kind of a little touched on number 4, but if you're commenting, resist the easy negative. You don't like something about somebody's video, hey, that's fine. But you know, as many mothers have said, if you don't got anything positive to say, why are you saying stuff? What's up? Again, I'm not saying, you know, you can be provocative with people and that can be fun too. But again, there's a lot of negative people who just are, they're just kind of haters. They roll around and they're like this, or they'll be like, you're great, but Mazzy sucks. And it's just like, you're just a weird troll. Like, this is what you do with your free time? Like, don't be that person. Don't be that negative commenter, because it just, again, it's not going to do you any favors. And yeah, you don't like something. A couple of months ago, there was a video by a channel that I watch all the time. I was going to throw out a negative comment, and then I was like, you know what? No. I'm just not going to even address this video. I'll instead compliment the person. And I walked, and you know what? It ended up being a fantastic experience. And here's the thing. These things all remain. They're all permanent, right? People remember these things. So if you're a real negative Nelly, then just take that energy somewhere else. People are not going to... They're not going to want to check out your channel as a part of the vinyl community if you go in guns blazing and you're like, oh, you suck, and oh, this isn't the best, and oh, your opinions are trash. Don't do that. It's just like, you know, would you do that? Would you walk up to somebody in the street and be like, hey, man, your opinions suck? No, you wouldn't. You wouldn't do it. At any rate, let's get to number 4. Yes, and again, we're talking about commenters again. Remember that particularly when you start, there will be some great people, but there will be losers. There will be loser commenters who are like, you're garbage, blah, 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 or something, or that was the worst video, blah, blah. It's like, hey, then don't watch it, bro. Don't watch it. Don't get taken down or disturbed by these guys, because frankly, they still watch your video. And also, it's just a little bit sad, you know, like it's a little bit negative that somebody would come in and be like, you're not cool or something. It's just like, really, dude? Who's the not cool one here? Yeah. Anyway, don't get brought down by haters. There are a lot of haters. There's even a lot of like freaking machines now that are just looking to provoke comments and all this. Don't get taken down by those people. Don't let them bring you down. This process is always a growing process. You get better as you go. So even if you start, you do a terrible video, you put it out there, maybe, hopefully people are nice enough to be like, hey, he's just starting here. Or she's just starting here. But again, you know, just don't let the negative people get you down. There are always going to be negative people, and they're always going to be crying, and they're always going to be in a bad mood. Don't let them take you down with them. And number 6, this one's a favorite of mine, because I see this behavior a lot, even amongst semi-established channels. And that's number 6, how to be a outstanding vinyl community citizen. What do you want to do? Don't be greedy with visitors. Don't be greedy. Don't be greedy with viewers. That means, as an example, a couple of weeks ago, I commented on a video where a gentleman was talking about soul on the YouTube in the vinyl community. And I was like, hey, well, you know what? Your viewers should check out this guy, this guy, this guy. Oh, and also, I also do soul, but whatevs. He deleted the comment. And then I was like, okay, that must have been a mistake. I put the comment back on. I was banned. I was banned for a full day. And I'm like, why would you delete the comment when you're talking about soul and I come on to your commenting board and say, hey, dude, there's other channels that will do soul as well. Here are the addresses. Boom. Gone. Deletes it. As if I put, I'm coming after you and your children. Never said that. Said, hey, here's other soul channels that your viewers might want to watch. Deletes it. Just deletes it. And I'm like, there's a lot of that greed. Earlier this year, I was on the live stream of a noted YouTuber. And what was very funny was that I commented a lot. You know the danger. The danger likes to talk. And during the stream, I was commenting. What was very interesting was I commented about 5 times. And you know what? Every other comment that surrounded me was mentioned. In fact, his guest on this particular channel mentioned my comment. He quickly shut it down. He's like, oh, let's not talk about that. I'm like, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Again, this is not necessarily a paranoid thing. Maybe it is a little paranoid. Again, I don't want to be, but I'm just saying, don't be greedy with viewers. Don't be like afraid to promote other people's channels. Again, this is a community. It's not you're a giant star and everyone else is a peon. Sometimes I get that feeling, and like I say, this particular instance where the guest on the stream was like, well, what about this comment a couple of times? And the person running the stream was like, don't talk. Come on, what are we doing here? What are we doing? If you can't handle the danger, that's okay. But again, the point is basically, just don't be greedy. Just don't pretend like people have no brain and they can't figure out that there are other vinyl community channels. And you know what? When you give them the information that there is another vinyl community channel, they probably will love you for it. Instead of you being greedy and being like, oh, all my viewers are mine. They're not. They could change in a second. They start to notice that you're just kind of a boring, kind of greedy, not very interesting person. They're gone. They're simply gone. It just is what it is. Maybe you still have them as a subscriber, but are they watching? Probably not. Because why? Because you've been a bad vinyl community citizen. At any rate, those would be the 6 things. I'm going to go through them one more time just to number 1, talk about the music you love. Don't talk about other people's music. Talk about the music you love. Number 2, talk about the channels that you love and they inspire you. Mention the legends. Mention other channels that you thought were fantastic. Why not? Number 3, comment on those channels that you love. Make friends with these people. These people are all great. They're all music nerds. We're all music nerds. So go for it. Number 4, when commenting, resist the easy negative. Don't be negative. People will start to, negative people don't win a lot on the YouTube. It's, you don't have to be crazy, wild, dumb, positive, but you don't want to be negative. Don't be that. Number 5, don't let the loser comments break your spirit. Don't let it happen. There's a lot of haters who they sit around in their basements and tell everyone that they're crap. And it's like, well, you're in your basement, bro. Anyway, and number 6, I think kind of one of the most important ones, especially once you get established. Don't be greedy with viewers. There are a lot of people, like I say, who will completely, if they see a new personality come into the VC world, they're like, oh, this person doesn't exist. I must do my best to ensure that this person doesn't exist. It's like, no, they exist, bro. You just look like a fool for trying to somehow greedily maintain your viewers. If your viewers don't like watching you, they're not going to watch you. If they like watching you, they're going to watch you. If you mention somebody who's great, they're going to remember. They're going to be like, well, this person introduced me to this person, both great. But again, this has obviously been a giant opinion piece on how to be a great VC citizen from Craig Danger. So, hey, if you're still here, like and subscribe. And, hey, lay a comment down. Of course, that would be number 3. Comment on channels, friends. But again, thank you for joining me for this. Hey, I may do another video like this. So stick around the channel. And you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to see you on the next one.